in a short amount of time. But the Matrix is something I didn't see.
Never mind.
I didn't see that coming.
No need to put a fighter into the hands of the gold standard here. He's picking his signature Matrix.
Right off the bat.
Who I think has a 100% win rate.
Yes.
It's at 100%, and no wonder. That's why folks who partake in first pick, more than half of them would say, Matrix, Kelra.
And Doming also played this, by the way, so it's also kind of a deny pick. Doming going first on this with the sword. Forgot the name. Anyway.
Spear?
Spear. Anyway, it's a great deny pick for Aurora.
For sure.
Just because it will close out some of these plays.
All right. It's a Rome Terizla.
Right.
I'll be damned.
I love it.
It's not the first time.
I love it. Yeah, it's not the first time. Yes.
But it's still an off-meta pick. It's
Win
still
rate's not that high, but on the roam, but
it's still a little spicy.
Spicy, yeah. It's gonna have to do some magic. It's squishier than the usual Terizla we expect, so don't expect it to be super duper tanky, but it can set plays early on. I mean later on.
I'm not gonna expect much from that Terizla. I'm gonna allow myself to be wowed since it is Renegade. But I think a good chunk of this match will be off the back of our side laner.
Probably, right? Especially if Edward's on the Phoveus. Try to buy as much attention as you can to make sure that Domin can do his thing.
Let's see if he picks up a Thunderbelt or not. Let's throw over to Ingan and Naisu to bring us into game one.
And here we go. Game number one. Second series of the day here. A massive one, massive crowd here in the MPL arena.
Welcome to
they
Mobile
are
Legends.
prepped and ready for this one. Everyone walking into place. Maybe we have a little more time here, but hey, it's me, Naisu, and Ingan bringing you the action for the English desk. Now we've got a little bit of time to talk about the lineups here. Ingan, what are we feeling about Renegade's Rome Terizla?
Again, I'm iffy about it because it's really slow, but it's slow compared to the usual.
I was going to say he's
roams.
actually slow, though.
He's really slow, but tanky. But at the same time, okay, we see the crowd is really getting hyped for both Fnatic and for both Aurora.
Did you hear the community? There's some familiar face. Oh, that was Marky, too.
Yeah, that was Marky.
Marky, he's here with a couple friends, of course.
This is why
CEO.
we reached 1 billion views, nice.
Why?
You know why? Because of the undying support of all the fans. Not just the fans, but a lot of personalities, ex-players, former players, current players, coaches, everyone. Like these three we see here.
Hello, Coach.
I hope they're enjoying, and I hope they run out of their voices later on from all the screaming and shouting.
You know, it's crazy how much support, too. Although the players, like, they're on different teams or they go to different parts of the world to compete or different countries and everything.
Remember the super fan?
Yeah.
Who went from, I don't know if it's Singapore or Malaysia, just to support
Singapore.
Irad, right?
Yeah.
RSG,
Singapore,
imagine.
And, these are former teammates, too, of Kelra, of course, earlier from, when they were all back in Smart Omega. So all the support, and again, hitting that 1 billion watch hours. I'm sure, even, because I know we have our playoffs happening right now, I'm sure the other MPL regions that have their playoffs in the preceding weeks will all celebrate that milestone as well. By that time, it's probably going to be even, I don't know. What did Rockhar say? He said it was already at 1.3. 1.3 was it?
1.3 billion after this playoffs. For sure it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, you know what?
Maybe we reach 2 billion by the end of the year. Because M6 is up and coming.
Ah, man. That's a good question. I wonder how many watch hours happens in an M series.
Too much.
Dude, I will have to say the Sonics have grown massively just themselves. The crowd. If you think about over the seasons, the fan base here has really grown. And I don't know. Maybe it's also partially due to it's a good-looking bunch.
Yeah,
You want to grow your hair out?
Kimpy, please extend this to Game 5 because
I
want to grow my hair.
You want to grow your hair out? You better hope we get to 5 games because if you guys missed it earlier, Ingan did say.
Can you not do
I'm sure people have already clipped it. If you haven't clippers out there, clip that because Ingan said if it doesn't go to 5 games, he's shaving his head.
I didn't say when though, not tomorrow.
You did. You said tomorrow.
Okay, I know. I'm confident. We will reach 5 games today. You've seen the performance of Aurora yesterday, taking down the defending champions. We see Seth right now getting ready to call the game.
Take us back.
Take us back into the land of dawn.
Serious
3, 2,
face.
1. Bam!
Boom! Come on, where's the trend? There we go. We're a little off with the time. We're okay. I feel like that was a little anticlimactic, but
Okay, Seth.
We're gonna redo.
Seth, you need to redo your part.
It wasn't smooth enough. The karate chop, Seth, was not smooth enough. We're gonna have to redo that.
Can I just say, oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yo, you know what? You can't start a sentence as,
Okay.
can I just say, and then forget.
Can I just say, I do agree with the fan base of the Sonics really ballooning up. Because you can't blame them. I mean, 13-1, if we're going to go back to the run of a FNATIC ONIC Philippines this season, started out with the best record in MPL PH franchise history. When we say franchise history, it's around season 7 or 8, something like that. I have to double check. They went 13-0. Unfortunately, got defeated by Smart Omega, who bowed down yesterday. Yeah, their final game. Reached game number 3. But still, the question is, can they carry their momentum towards the grand finals, towards playoffs? Because last season, they had an early exit, right? So
They did.
So it's like...
You know what people have been saying all regular season?
What?
They've all been saying that, yeah, Fnop might have had that streak, blah, 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 this and that.
Yeah, but it's
But just
nothing.
wait for the playoffs. They'll bow out. That's what people were saying. They're like,
Yeah, a lot.
they're going to lose out of their steam by the playoffs.
I mean, at this point, anything can happen. A lot of predictions have been wrong
Ours as well.
so far, ours as well. So it's really unexpected. This is why MPL Philippines Playoffs is one of the most sought out esports event worldwide. You see a lot of fans here having fun. And I could say, it can be like, do you watch basketball?
I do not.
Okay, but I think you're familiar with the 73-9 Golden State Warriors. Where
I'll say yes.
they had the best record in the regular season in NBA history, but the problem was they lost the finals. So if it's something like that for the Sonics for me, if they don't at least qualify for M6 by going to the championships of S14,
Yeah.
it's gonna be already a,
Well, you're saying it's going to be...
it's gonna be a disappointing
Your sign's upside
season.
down, by the way.
For sure, yeah, it's your sign's upside down, but Renegade sign isn't.
You feel it? You're saying it's going to be a little like, oh, anticlimactic because they had such a great
automatically,
season.
yeah. But at the same time, if you're gonna go look back at the storyline, it's so nice because you took down one of the strongest team in MPL PH history. So at this point, I just want to watch.
I would say,
I want to see how it plays out.
To build up on that, Inga, like basically, because I know a lot of viewers also just tune in for the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's how so when you were asking me about traditional sports, that's how I watch traditional sports. Actually, even other regions, like for MLBB, I usually just turn in for the playoffs, right? So it's good to know that, yeah, FNATIC ONIC, they had like a hell of a season, the best that we've seen. They broke a record and everything else, but yeah, if they don't happen to get through, let's say the expectation when they have a season like that is, we got to see them in the grand final. We got to have them as one of the qualifiers for M6. That's sort of, I guess you could say, an expectation for a lot of people after seeing the regular season.
Yes.
So, but again, if there's anything here that yesterday taught us, and even earlier in our first match with the 5-game series against FCAP, the world champions, these teams in the playoffs are playing differently. Now, if that's better or worse, we're about to find out for this one. That is a smooth transition.
That's better.
There we go, jumping into Lambdon here. Once again, game number 1 of this best of 5. Either team that loses this will have to go down to the lower bracket. Who is waiting there for them? That is a Blacklist International. Again, a team that has shown a ton of improvement from the regular season to where they are now for the playoffs. Now, looking at this, if you missed the draft,
Renegade.
on a Rome to Rizla. A Rome Isla.
That's one of the picks that really grinds my gears.
It grinds your gears. You sound like Midnight.
Because it's so slow. But again, in the hands of a proper player like Renegade, we've seen him dominate using the Tigreal. He's a setup kind of roamer. Again, that's why he's called the Hitman. And even if he's slow when it comes to the rotation, he can actually pick off. Especially when the penalty zone connects on crucial moments and aid Domeng and Demon Kai to just, farm up early on, get those objectives that they need, get the necessary again, the objectives that they need to get and dominate the early game, especially since they have the Julian.
Yeah.
Which in this case, he only needs 3 levels to have his power spike.
You know, I would say for me, the Julian and the fact that you have King Kong on the Suyo, aside from the heroes, that being a very interesting matchup, because you just don't see Julian pop up too often anymore. I can't, like, the matchup themselves between the junglers, Demon Kite and King Kong, is so exciting because they're very mechanical players, and I mean, they love the assassin picks too. Pretty much everyone is playing them right now. But Demon Kite in general, we saw what he was capable of doing even against some of the best junglers in the league. He is one of them. And King Kong now, I would say, when people have been watching him through the regular season, oh, hold on.
Oh, a good
Whoa.
catch right away. Kirk flickers
Edward?
in. Edward manages to escape Super Friends with the flicker in, but not going to catch Edward, though. Counter attack coming in from Aurora. They might bring down Super Friends in the first blood. We'll go to you. FNATIC works on to get the turtle, but they're not even done. They're going to catch one more. Demon Kite is going to fall down. They want to extend the lead by taking down Renegade. Renegade's Charisma, though, too slow to escape.
Wow.
The attack coming in from King Kong. Diversion play will ensue here as they also bring down Yue. When you thought that was a good clash, a great clash from Aurora, FNATIC ONIC just turned things around unexpectedly. I thought they were just gonna go for the turtle and that's the trade. Stop it at there.
And that was, again, I don't know if we're going to see it, but a replay would be great because that was so great. They punish Super Friends for missing, by the way, and aggressively flickering. They punish them. A King Kong actually stops the turtle for a little bit, re-engages, gets the turtle, and then they get a couple kills. So Fnop goes up, turns a bunch in their favor. And it could have gone really bad if it was just a punish on Super Friends for flickering forward, but man, that's hopefully a preview of this series as a whole that we have unfolding in front of us. Here we go, jump in from Brusco.
Brusco goes with the AOG Kelra. Look at the rockets coming in from Kelra, bursting down Renegade. That's a great pickoff once again from a very active Brusco. Now, so far, we've been seeing Gatot Gacha in the playoffs having a hard time, but Doming, though, getting zoned out by King Kong and Brusco.
See, I'm saying, you know, when you're a Terizla and you're seeing Gatot Gacha do that, you're only hoping, you're like, man, I wish I could jump into the air across the map, you know? So it's almost got to be up to Yue to be like, yeah, I'll take the Avatar of the Guardian, and hopefully I can do that. Because Renegade essentially, like you said, he's slow. So if the flicker's not available and you're a roamer, it's not like you're going to surprise people like an Avatar of the Guardian. Like, they're going to see you walking over with your huge mace, and then you got to jump towards them. And if you don't have a flicker, it's much more difficult as a roam Terizla, for example, to pull off that value, that amount of value that, you know, Brusco, as long as his ultimate up, there's value there. So second turtle is quickly going to the hands here of Fnop.
Well, whoever gets the turtle will get huge value, but FNATIC ONIC, after getting the turtle, wants to go for more. Going to bring down Demon Kite and Renegade. Even Edward, despite the Infernal Pursuit, they will catch him. Kirk's going to pick up a kill on to Edward. No trade once again for Aurora, and now a diversion play. They're going to send out Kelra and Brusco.
This is very quickly turning into a snowball fest right now for Fnop. Wow, even that. Just threat enough that Domeng actually flickers. Because, look at this, another jump. Oh.
They're depriving Demon Kite of his orange buff, but not just that, he's also going to take his own life. As King Kong once again gets a kill. Oh. And now flexing onto Edward. A dominant start for the Sonics.
They're feeling it. FNATIC ONIC Philippines is feeling it right now, and I don't know, man. There's something about this Gatot Gacha pick that teams are going to have to do, and that's why it's prioritized so much, right? Because of, look at the amount of pressure. As soon as that ultimate's up, you jump in. You can make a call, put pressure where you need to. Not only that, though, but there's so much map pressure because there's also a Louis Yi. So as the game goes on, you have to deal with a multifaceted approach from FNATIC ONIC Philippines and Rora. You know, really, that's why they can, like I said, they can play around the fact that Yue, yes, he can take one of the ultimates, right? He can take, most likely, that Avatar of the Guardian, but they have to have things really fall into place for them to just go ahead and get a decisive fight started in their favor. Now, with Renegade having the flicker available, that's always, you know, it's always an option, but when you continuously fall behind like this, we're talking about a massive deficit for Rora. It's going to be tough to even fight if they even get that setup.
Yeah.
right here, because even Demon Kai falling behind.
Okay, another catch from Kirk. Renegade is going to fall down. Spear of Destruction is going to connect, but is the damage going to be enough though for Aurora? Now they're taking away once again Demon Kai's purple buff and inversion play. They're going to catch Demon Kai!
Wow.
Fnatic ONIC just continuing the clash.
Big damn.
Big damn, big plays once again for the Sonics. And this game might not even reach the late game or the mid game because 7.5k gold lead in under 7 minutes as they take down a turret in the middle lane.
Man, the way they're playing this. Oh, you can already see the shots coming out from Kelra here, but I don't know. The way Fnatic ONIC approached this game one, they're looking to end it on the first Lord even. That's 3 for 3 Turtles building up the lead here. There's nothing really that they're doing wrong at this point, and Rora just struggling. I mean, this is where we were talking about. You know, there was a lot of bans towards Renegade's hero pool. Oh, here we go. Are they trying to make a play themselves?
Oh, Renegade counters back with a penalty zone. But again, is the damage going to be enough though? Kirk struggling at the damage with the Primal Wrath. Bruce goes in with the AOG. They're going to bring down Edward. They're going to bring down Renegade. And now they have a diversion of their own. They want to go for more. Gonna catch you. Next target is Demon Kai as King Kong brings him down and only Doming remains. They still have their inhibitors and the holy shields, but the recalls. The thunder, the lightning shines brighter than the northern lights of Aurora as they want to end this game as quickly as possible. Gonna take down an inhibitor in the middle lane.
I can't recall when I've seen a team play with this much aggression and have this kind of lead this early on. But Fnatic ONIC Philippines is definitely playing like a Sonic here because they're still pushing to the base. Look at the shots even coming out from King Kong with the Queller. So you're still 40 seconds away from this Lord here. And I don't know, they might be, you know, at this point, it seems like Rora is just kind of, they want to make some desperate moves to try to turn the tide.
Yeah, eventually Aurora's going to lose if Fnatic ONIC plays as disciplined as possible and gets the future Lords. So I do agree with what you're saying. They're just going to throw a Hail Mary, try and salvage a play, try to make the most out of the situation. Because honestly, 8 minutes, even before 9 minutes, Naisu, look at the gold lead. That's 12.9k for the Sonics. Kill scoreboard 15-1. You know, this is scary because I'm pretty sure Fnatic's hungrier this time. We can recall their last regular season series was a loss onto Omega. They want to prove the haters wrong, the doubters wrong. We have diversions coming in from Aurora. Who are they going to catch though? Again, is the damage going to be enough? Even Kelra trying to bring down Doming. He will. 3 members are down for Aurora. In exchange for Kelra's life, Bruce goes in with the AOG. And that diversion play for Super Prince. They're going for the minions into the middle lane. And that's it. Game 1 is as fast. This is actually the fastest game this season. 9 minutes and 33 seconds for the Sonics.
I did not think I would see a game end like this fast in the playoffs, and people questioned Fnop going into the playoffs after what they did in the regular season, and look at that. My goodness, what a game. What a statement for game number 1 here in this best of 5. Leo, Rockhart, what do you guys have to say about this one?